Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Speaking Practice. Today, I have an amazing story for you. A story that is not just for your listening practice, but also for your heart. It's simple, it's beautiful, and it carries a message that might change the way you look at life. The story is called The Cracked Bucket, A Journey to True Happiness. So sit back, relax, and listen till the end, because maybe, just maybe, this story is the key you have been searching for. Everyone is chasing something in life, a dream, a goal, a desire. But at the end of the day, many people feel the same thing, a small emptiness, a quiet sadness, a feeling that something important is still missing. If you have ever felt this way, then this story is especially for you. In a small, peaceful village surrounded by green hills and clear rivers, there lived a young man named Daniel. Everyone in the village respected him. They called him brave, they called him strong, and most of all, they believed he could do anything.
Whenever something went wrong, Daniel was the first one to step forward. He never ran away from challenges. He never said, "I can't." To the world, Daniel looked confident and unshakable. But no one knew the truth. Deep inside Daniel's heart, there was a sadness that he couldn't explain. Even after achieving so many things, even after helping so many people, he still felt incomplete, like a puzzle missing its final piece. Every night he asked himself, "Why do I feel this way? Why does nothing make me truly happy?" This emptiness became heavier day by day, and Daniel finally decided, "I need answers. I need peace." He remembered hearing about a wise old man named Eli, who lived alone in a small wooden hut near the forest. People said that talking to Eli was like looking into a mirror. You begin to see yourself clearly. One early morning, Daniel gathered his courage and walked toward Eli's hut. The air was cool, birds were singing, but Daniel's heart was full of questions.
When he reached the hut, he saw Eli sitting calmly on a wooden chair, his eyes filled with peace. His smile warm, like he already knew why Daniel was there. With a soft, tired voice, Daniel said, "Grandpa Eli, I need your help. I work hard, I achieve things, I try to stay strong, but nothing makes me feel satisfied. How can I find true happiness?" Eli looked at Daniel silently for a moment. Then he nodded and said, "I will help you. But first, you must do something for me." He pointed at an old wooden bucket lying near the door. "Take this bucket," he said. "Go to the river every morning for 1 week. Fill it with water and pour that water into my well. But remember, the bucket has cracks." Daniel was surprised. A cracked bucket? What was the use of that? But he respected Eli, so he didn't argue. Next morning, Daniel took the cracked bucket to the river. He filled it with cool, fresh water, lifted it on his shoulder, and began walking back.
But the water leaked out, drop by drop, step by step. By the time he reached the well, the bucket was almost empty. Still, Daniel did not stop. For 1 whole week, he walked in the hot sun with the heavy bucket on his back, only to watch the water disappear before reaching its destination. He felt frustrated. He felt tired. He felt foolish. Why am I doing this? He wondered. What's the point? Yet, he kept going. Because sometimes we follow the journey even when we don't understand the meaning. At the end of the 7th day, Daniel came back to Eli, exhausted. He said, "Grandpa, I failed. I tried every day, but I couldn't fill your well." Eli gave him a gentle smile. "You didn't fail, Daniel. In fact, you did exactly what I wanted."
Then Eli said softly, "Turn around." Daniel turned, and what he saw left him speechless. The dry, dusty path that he walked every day was now covered with green grass and beautiful flowers. A path that once looked dead was now shining with life. "Grandpa, how did this happen?" Daniel asked. Eli replied with wisdom in his eyes. "The cracked bucket dropped water along the path. That water gave life to the seeds in the soil. The road became green because of the bucket's flaws." He paused, then said something Daniel would remember forever. "Daniel, we are all like that cracked bucket. We all have flaws, mistakes, and weaknesses. But that does not mean our efforts are useless. True happiness is not only in reaching a goal, it is in appreciating the journey and the beautiful things we create without even realizing it."
At that moment, something inside Daniel finally healed. He understood. Even if he didn't have all the answers, even if he didn't achieve everything he dreamed of, his journey still had value. His steps still created beauty. He returned home with a lighter heart, maybe not with perfection, but with purpose.
This story teaches us something powerful. We often think happiness is waiting for us at the final goal. But the truth is, real happiness is hidden in the small moments of the journey, in the effort, in the growth, in the kindness we leave behind without noticing. Your flaws do not make you weak, they make you human. And sometimes your imperfections spread more beauty than your perfection ever could. If this story touched your heart, then stay connected with our channel, English Speaking Practice. More stories, more lessons, and more English learning journeys are on the way. Like the video if you felt something today. Share it with someone who needs hope. And subscribe so you never miss a new story. Thank you, everyone.